I like how they're very old-fashioned in their filming in that one, though. I mean, everything was practical effects. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing.
All
They
right.
need to start returning to practical effects again. No more of
yeah,
this frickin' CGI stuff.
Well, Herman, practical effects are cheaper, actually.
Yeah, I mean they're better. I'm sorry, they're better.
I know it's just funny when people like think that the practical effects are actually more expensive, which one they're using these CGI is actually the opposite.
Yeah.
Practical effects are actually cheaper to do instead of hiring an entire studio to do the CGI.
Yeah, because I'm looking back at all these movies that we all love and are like even the gross out movies, and it's like all this stuff was done under practical effects and it looks cool, and it if they do the camera angle right and the lighting right, it me feels realistic. And I'm watching a bunch of these movies with the CGI effects, and it's like this is awful. I mean, it's like you can tell.
I'm trying to
Well,
figure
because they're no
out.
longer mixing it. Used to, like, you fucking go back to Iron Man. Iron Man, it was practical effects mixed in with the CGI
Yeah,
shit, which is why that movie still to this fucking day holds up
holds
so
up.
damn
Yeah.
well.
Campbell's comment is hurting my brain. I'm confused.
Connor
Jen?
McLeod and Conan.
McLeod. That's
Oh,
Lambert's.
there's McLeod
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Conan.
Connor McLeod from the Clan McLeod.
I'll be back.
It's like those three things don't. Is it supposed to be a joke or it's?
Which Conan is that?
I think it's a joke that they're all like sword
Could
things. I don't. My brain hurts. Sorry. Didn't want to interrupt your conversation. My brain was hurting.
Kurgan, who cut your hair? A German guy trying to do a German guy who doesn't know English trying to do a Scottish accent
be.
in New
German.
York.
He was French.
I thought he was German, or maybe no,
No, he's
he
French.
wasn't French. I could have sworn he was German.
No, Christopher Lambert's. He's French American.
Really? Okay, a French dude trying to do a Scottish accent. He doesn't know a lick of English.
And his mentor is supposed to be a Egyptian
Played by a Scotsman.
Yes.
An Egyptian who was a Spaniard played by a Scotsman.
It's great. How can you not love this movie?
I mean, that thing had so much. That movie had so much. It just had so many targets all over it where it could go bad. And I mean, the director had never directed a movie. He'd only directed music videos. The main character, not only was he the wrong ethnic heritage, he didn't even speak English.
And to make matters worse, Lambert, he has very poor eyesight, so it was difficult for him to do a lot of the sequences with all the fighting. It was painful.
And
oh gosh.
although Clancy Brown, I mean, he made that movie, and it's iconic. It started as a cult hit, and now people love it. The Queen soundtrack, and I got
the Queen soundtrack.
I got
that.
I got a bunch of songs in the soundtrack showed up on It's a Kind of Magic. I love that album.
Yeah.
Kurgan's theme, the Highlander soundtrack, and Kurgan's theme, which is "Give Me the Prize." I love that song.
Yeah, Freddie Mercury hated that song though because that was one of the highest octaves he had to sing in. He's like, nope, never doing that again.
Yeah.
Stormcrow's got a bit of a point there. It's weird how the characters in the Dark Crystal can be so cutesy and so uncanny valley at the same time.
They are cute and horrifying.
And they brought out the Dark They brought out a Dark Crystal series on Netflix, and I think that bombed.
That's
Correct.
too bad because as odd as the Dark Crystal was, I really liked that. It was after you get over the uncanny valley and just go with it. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, I couldn't get it. I tried watching. I just couldn't watch it. It didn't. It
Fair
didn't
enough.
resonate with me.
Yeah, not everything
It's
works for everybody.
strange.
It took me a couple attempts to get into, and then after I did get into it, I'm like, this is really cool. When are they going to do another? And then
I think it might have had to
no,
do with the fact that I'd seen one too many Muppet shows. And I
perhaps.
expect Gonzo to come out or
no,
Fozzie goes, "Ah!"
no. Swedish Chef.
Welcome to the Muppet Show.
Yay!
Oh, this is horrible.
Bark, 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 bark. No,
Yeah.
the aliens.
Beard
Yep.
Beard 40 feet, fart, fort, fork, fork, fork.
Oh man, I miss those.
And
That's
then, of
another one.
course, everybody seems to forget Scooter. He was like
Yeah.
the main character during the original run. I mean, not the main, but one of the main. And then in all the subsequent movies and stuff, we barely ever see him.
Nope. They brought in, I think, Robin or something like that. So it was the Kermit's nephew.
Anybody remember
frog legs
Bean?
and bacon? No. Anybody remember
Remember what?
Bean, the rabbit. His name was Beans.
I don't.
No.
Okay, in Muppet Christmas Carol, he was the homeless little bunny that got the reef thrown at him.
Oh yeah. That was another. Actually, it was one of the better Christmas Carol movies
Yeah.
that came out. It stayed closer. It stayed closer to the original Christmas Carol source.
Well, that's because
between that and Scrooge,
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, which one?
Your son did it.
I just got
The
back.
Muppets Carol.
Muppets
I-
Christmas Carol.
I
I thought you
hear
were going to
Christmas
mention the
Carol.
Jim Carrey one. I still haven't finished that, by the way.
I hear Christmas Carol, and my mind still keeps going back to that episode of The Real Ghostbusters where they accidentally went back in time and they saw, oh, this guy's being haunted, and busted the ghost, and it turned out to be the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. So they had to go and teach Scrooge all the lessons so they wouldn't ruin Christmas.
Dude, the two movies that made me fall asleep, and I think they came out around the same time. Anytime I couldn't go to sleep, I'd put that movie on and fucking pass out. Is Polar Express. Still haven't watched that movie all the way through. And the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol movie.
Oh God, the Jim
Wow.
Carrey
Gosh.
Christmas Carol.
I didn't
Is
even know that
freaking
existed.
awesome. Yeah, you probably just as well you don't watch it. It's awful.
Really? Because
Both
Jim
of those
Carrey
movies,
used to
man.
be awesome.
It
I've
was one of
never
them.
watched them from start to end, and I've always passed out.
What
Well, I
was it
think the
called? Like
problem with the Jim
Illuminated
Carrey one
Movers?
is he is every character.
Well, didn't Patrick Stewart do that too in a live performance?
I think
No,
so, yeah.
no, it wasn't a live performance. It was.
I thought it was a
made-
stage play he did where he did the whole thing.
He
by
may
himself.
have, but well, I don't know about that, but he may have. But TNT had a Patrick Stewart. I think it was TNT had a Patrick Stewart Christmas Carol.
Do you guys remember Muppet Treasure Island?
Hold up.
Of
Did he
course.
say
Yes,
shut up,
I remember
Wesley, during it?
You will be haunted by three spirits. The first will be Wesley Crusher.
and who is Patrick Stewart haunting this time? Who's going to be the Scrooge this time?
Wait.
Bill Murray?
Well, the
Herman.
the Coast of Christmas Future is Wesley Crusher, but he shuts up.
But Herman, hold up.
Marley
what
will
type
be
of
played
ghost
by
would-
Q.
What ghost would he be? Because technically he's with the time traveler dude, so would he be past, present, future?
The ghosts of if Wesley Crusher was going to be a ghost, it would be the ghost of Christmas that never ever freaking showed up.
Yeah, that's
So okay, so to confirm, the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol was made by Image Movers, and this I'll be brief on this. Does anybody remember the Image Movers company for Walt Disney?
No.
No.
Okay, so this was founded by Robert Zemeckis, and this was to try to be a all CGI motion capture studio. So all
Yep.
of their films would be motion captured. They made Polar Express, which was their big hit when it first came out. Then they did. I think they did Monster. Did they do Monster House? I forget if they did. Monster House was good if they did in that
Yeah,
case.
Monster House wasn't bad.
That was an interesting show. Movie.
Well, was that motion captured?
Yeah.
I thought that was CGI.
No, that's motion
That's
capture. But
not
they
motion
CGI'd
but
around
it was
it.
in full motion capture.
When you say
they did-
motion,
They did.
hold on,
Beowulf.
motion capture as in somebody acted it out in a mocap suit, or do you mean
Yes.
stop motion animation?
No,
No,
they acted out.